Hi there, this is Solitary Ronan from Solitary Ronan Music, and welcome to a little comparison video on David Cronenberg's Crash from 1996. A controversial film when it came out, especially in the UK. It was banned and there was lots of media uproar about being appalling and depraved. People were confused because it didn't really have a moral framework, or the filmmaker didn't tell us how to feel about these characters. And the relationship between sex and death and car crashes. I actually saw this film in the cinema, bizarrely. I think it might be the only Cronenberg film I've ever seen in the cinema. And for me, it's one of his masterworks, as far as I'm concerned. For a while, it was on rare home DVD, but it's only recently it's had some Blu-ray releases, of which I have 3 of them. The first one is a German media book, which came out first, I believe, with a 4K transfer. There is also a 4K version of this. This is just the Blu-ray version of the media book. This has the Blu-ray, and it also has a DVD combo. The booklet, or the book, is in German, so I'll have to get the translator out. But for those of you who speak German, it's ideal. This one has new interviews with Howard Shore and Peter Krzyzewski, the DP, as well as the casting director and the producer Jeremy Thomas, who also produced Naked Lunch for Cronenberg. It also has archive material. It has some Cronenberg shorts. The Nest, Suicide of the Last June, The Last Cinema in the World, and Camera. Doesn't have a commentary on the media book. Kind of all 3 of these releases have different extras. They all don't have the same extras, which is an excuse for buying all 3. Next was Arrow's release, which again also had a 4K version. This is just the Blu-ray. But in typical Arrow fashion, you get a poster, again you get a lovely booklet, with images and essays, and you even get the film. What a bonus. Again, you get art cards, reversible artwork. So the extras on the Arrow one, it's a 4K restoration of the uncut NC-17 version, which was supervised by Peter Krzyzewski and Cronenberg. You get a brand new audio commentary with Adrian Martin, the film scholar. You get the same new interviews that are on the media book from Krzyzewski, Jeremy Thomas, Howard Shore and Deirdre Boden. You do get a 2019 Q&A with Cronenberg and Viggo Mortensen, which is very good and very funny. Again, Cronenberg is one of the smartest guys in the world, but obviously also one of the funniest. You could easily do stand-up because he's very funny. And it has a 1996 Q&A with Cronenberg and G.J. Ballard at the NFT, which is also wonderful. You have behind the scenes footage and contemporary press interviews. You have Architect of Pain, the Cronenberg Project, which is a brand new video essay by Callum Vinstall on Cronenberg's use of architecture and location, which is excellent. You have Crash from 1971, which is an 18-minute short film broadcast in the BBC, starring J.G. Ballard and loosely adapted from his 1970 novel The Atrocity Exhibition, which is actually very good and very similar to Crash, where he talks about society and cars, and it's actually very good. It's almost got a similar scene to the car showroom scene with Rosanna Arquette in Crash. It has 2 short films inspired by Ballard in the novel Crash: Nightmare Angel by Zoe Beloff from 1986, which is 33 minutes long, and Always Crashing from Simon Barker and Jason Wood from 2016, which is 14 minutes long, which are okay. 2 Cronenberg short films: The Nest from 2013, which was on the German media book, and At the Suicide of the Last Jew in the World and the Last Cinema in the World from 2007, which is 4 minutes long, which again was on the media book, but the media book also has camera. Original trailers, the booklet, blah blah blah. So that's the Arrow version. Again, just the commentary, just a new commentary by a film scholar. And then recently, Criterion released Crash, spine number 1059. Again, this is just the region A, not available in the UK yet. I mean, yep. And you get the booklet. Unfortunately, the booklet on the Criterion one is just one of their fold-out posters type, which I'm not really a big fan of, but it has the essay, The Wreck of the Century. But to be honest, it's more about the film, and getting Crash on Blu-ray finally after all these years is pretty amazing. That's why I celebrated by getting 3 different versions of it. But the Criterion, which again is the same 4K as the other 2 releases, this one has the 1997 commentary by Cronenberg, which is excellent as always, because Cronenberg commentaries are just wonderful. So that has the Cronenberg commentary that the Arrow and the German media book doesn't have. It has press conference from Cannes from 1996 with Cronenberg, Krzyzewski, Ballard, producers Robert Lantos and Jeremy Thomas, Rosanna Arquette, Holly Hunter, Elias Cotis, James Spader and Deborah Kara Unger. And again, that also has the Q&A from 1996 with Cronenberg and Ballard at the NFT, which is absolutely hysterical and interesting. They talk about Peeping Tom, for example, and just talk about the relationship with the press, how the book and the film kind of differ, Ballard's thought process when he wrote the novel. It's just wonderful. That lasts almost as long as the film. The film's 100 minutes, and the Cronenberg Ballard NFT thing must be at least an hour and a half. But it's absolutely engrossing because Cronenberg is just one of those guys you could listen to all day long. And again, this has behind the scenes footage from 1996 as well. So just kind of looking at the 3 releases, personally I do think the Criterion artwork is my least favourite, and also the fact that their essay is just one of those poster on the backside of a poster booklets rather than an actual booklet. As far as presentation, I think the Arrow edition has got the better artwork, and also the booklet and poster. The German media book, if you speak German, is fantastic. This perhaps has the best artwork on the front cover, but it's really, how much do you love the film? Do you want to have kind of the complete coverage of the extras? The Criterion does have the advantage, it's got the Cronenberg commentary, which I think is essential. The Arrow and the media book has the short films. You know, the media book has the 3 Cronenberg short films, the Arrow just has the 2. The Criterion and the Arrow both have that wonderful 1996 interview, 1997 interview, 1996 interview with Ballard and Cronenberg, which is just fascinating, and almost worth the price of buying them by itself. But you get the bonus of having the excellent film as well, which is quite good. So I would recommend pretty much all of them. It comes down to your taste and what extras you're actually interested in. But these are 3 crashes you can enjoy over and over again, and it's just great to have them all released finally after so long waiting from 1996. It's still a challenging film, it's still a difficult film, and it's still one of Cronenberg's best. So I hope you enjoyed this little comparison video. The film's excellent. Buy all 3, buy 2, buy 1. It's entirely up to you, because allegedly we live in a free world. So thanks very much for watching. Hopefully you'll join me again for more videos. This is Solitary Ronin from Solitary Ronin Films, saying drive safely and farewell.